What's up? What's up? Oh, shit. What's up, everybody? Sorry for the echo. I had to get rid of that. What's up? What's up? Biohazard Candy Kid is back at it. You know what? Like, subscribe, share, hit that bell notification. Make the world a better place. Make it a much more positive place. You know what? I'm from California. I was born and raised there up until 2014. 2024. Okay? If there's anyone who can speak on California, I can, because I'm a real Californian. I was born and raised there. I went from preschool to City College there, all right? So I can speak on California. I watch this guy sometimes. He does great reporting. I don't give a shit who he is. I don't give a all I care about is his content. I don't care the color of his skin. I don't give a shit about that. What I care about is the evil of this planet. The evil people. The retarded people. The fucked up people. That's what I'm after. We need to get those people out of here. They need to be killed. Literally, they need to be killed. If they die off, the world will be a better place. If the retarded people, if the people that are evil, sinners, die off, this world will be a better place. I don't give a shit what color you are. I don't give a shit what your ethnicity is. I don't give a shit what job you hold. Get the fuck out of this planet. Get the fuck out of planet Earth. Get the fuck out of here.
Holy cow, they're throwing bricks at the police.
This is our city, and this was Mexico. You can't kick us out of the land that was ours.
This is not your city, and this did not belong to Mexico. Mexico did not create planet Earth. Mexico did not create California. The actual land, the mountains, the trees. All they did was fucking populate it. The people who came to Mexico from another place, not the Spanish, the native Mexicans, okay? The Aztecs, the Incans, the Mayans, wherever they came from, which is the Bering Strait, because they weren't originally on that land. There was nobody there. Millions of years ago, there was nobody there. Millions of years ago, there was nobody on that land. They came from somewhere else. They did not create that land. So first of all, she is wrong. This bitch is wrong. Get the fuck out of this planet, you fucking piece of fat fuck. You can't kick us out of here. God can kick you out of his land if he wants to. You don't own this land. You are on here renting this land from him. He is the authority. And we are gods too. But see, we are the lower level gods because there are gods that control us. We are gods as a collective. She's one, but she ain't using her godly powers. She's using the fucking devil's powers, retarded powers. Yeah, got a helmet on, retarded. This is our land. I'm fucking retarded. And you got to wear goggles. Stop destroying your city, first of all. And second of all, if there's criminals in your city, they need to be dealt with. Expose evil, one camera, one microphone at a time. Expose the sinners. Expose the people who destroy their own cities around the planet. Expose the drug traffickers, the human traffickers. Expose Bill Gates. Expose everybody. Expose them. Drop their pants, underwear, whatever, and expose the shit. Wearing a mask? For what? Because you were told to? Because I told you to take a stupid vaccine? Is that what the fuck it is? Get the fuck out of here. Because if I was governor of California, all of you would be arrested. Including ICE. Including all the drug lords. What I would do is I would mandate that every Californian has a gun. And anybody who's a criminal is allowed to be shot. No matter the time. You're allowed to be shot. If you see something, you shoot it. If it moves, kill it. Why? Because we need to eradicate evil. We need to eradicate sin. Oh, but we have to have yin and yang. Okay. So what you're saying is you have to have children be stolen and raped. You have to have drugs pop up on people's doorsteps so they can die. You have to have people shoot people because they can. That's what you're saying. You want that? Go to Somalia. There's no government in Somalia. There's a king, he claims to be king or she or whatever, but they don't give a shit. There's no... Somalia is basically free fucking land. It's free. It's a place where you can do what the fuck you want. You won't get arrested. You'll get shot. Because you do what the fuck you want, they do what the fuck they want. So go to Somalia. Go there. I have a teacher who's been to Somalia. He told me exactly how it is. You can watch videos on the internet of people who have been to Somalia. The camera footage is there. And they go there and, oh, how long has this dead body been there? 2 years. What? You don't pick it up? Nope, we just leave it here. So go to Somalia. Go there. Go to hell. I don't give a shit what race you are. I don't care where you came from. You do this shit. I don't care what job you hold. Because that's just a title. You cause destruction, you're going to get your ass kicked.
LA has erupted over the past few days as ICE officials came in and carried out a few raids. The past few days have been wild here.
LA has always been a piece of shit. And first of all, quit waving a Mexican flag around. Quit waving an American flag around. Quit waving a flag around at all. You satanic motherfuckers. All these modern day flags are satanic flags. Just look at the symbolism that's written all over them, that's painted all over them. And also another thing, this is a psychological operation. You want the term psychological operation? Oh, damn it. Hold on. Psychological operations, PSYOP, a strategic communication efforts used to influence the perceptions, attitudes, and behavior of target audiences to achieve political and military objectives. Right in blue. Do you see it highlighted? Are you fucking blind? Can you read? Are you retarded? These operations utilize various methods, including communication, media, and other means to shape the beliefs and actions of individual groups or organizations. That's what the fuck this is. This has been going on since the dawn of man. We have been doing this right from the start, and we need to stop doing psychological operations. Because everybody's involved. Like I said, I don't care what skin color, where you came from, or what job title it is. I don't give a shit about that. You're all involved. This is a damn psychological operation. Key aspects of psychological operations. Influence. PSYOP aims to influence the target's audience, perceptions, attitude, and ultimately their behavior. Isn't that what they are doing? Huh? And it says right here. Where does it say it? Communication efforts used to influence perceptions. Okay, let's see. Political and military objectives. Oh, who's being deployed over there? The military. Because they're sending Marines. That's military. And political. Because Donald Trump, he's political. And so is Gavin Newsom. That's politics. And police and National Guard, let's just call a spade a spade. It's military because they're militarized. Because they got guns. They got whatever the military has. But what does it say? These operations utilize various methods, including communication, which is what's going on here, okay? Because like I said, I don't care your job title. I don't care about your skin color. I don't care about what country you came from. I don't give a shit about what language you speak. You're all communicating. All of you. Police, military, they're communicating amongst themselves. The people on the streets who work a 9-to-5 job, they're communicating amongst themselves. This is a psychological operation. Media. After including communication, media. What the fuck is happening? What is this? What am I doing right now? It's a form of media. Media coverage. The news. Videos. Pictures. It's all forms of fucking media. You see, there are people on YouTube who talk about psychological operations, but they don't want to talk about it on YouTube. They'll say the word when I mean talk about it, they will mention it they'll give 2 seconds of it, but they don't want to go to the internet and actually read you what psychological operations is on YouTube. They want to go to some other platform where you have to pay. I wasn't in the military. I'm reading what it says right here. I was not in law enforcement. I don't give a shit about that shit. Fuck that shit. I'm reading off of here. This is the internet. The greatest resource, the greatest thing ever invented by man for information. And you guys are fucking using it for watching my dance videos, watching dog videos, shit like that. Gotcha. Gotcha with my dance videos. All of you who saw my dance videos, yeah, gotcha. Gotcha. The fuck out of here. Communication. Strategic objectives. Let's go to communication. Communication is the primary tool using messages, media, and other means to convey information and shape perceptions. Using messages and media. That's exactly what they're doing in LA, California. Messages and media. Even videos are media. Posting it on YouTube or any type of video site, posting it on the internet. It's a form of media. It's a form of communication. Strategic objectives. PSYOP is used to support broader political and military objectives, such as disrupting enemy morale, gaining support for a cause, or influencing the public opinion. They're influencing the public opinion. And also gaining support for a cause. Isn't there a cause here? And isn't there gaining support? Aren't there a lot of supporters out there on both sides? On all sides of the round table? Because it's not dual-sided. Do you understand the Knights of the Round Table? Do you understand that? That means all sides, all slices of the pizza. A pizza is not a two-sided thing. It's a round shape with a bunch of sides. You go cross here, cross here, cross here, cross here, cross here, all sides. Yes, there are square pizzas. And guess what? You do the same thing. There's all sides because you cut this way, cut this way, cut this way, cut this way, and then cut many different other ways on a square pizza. So nice try, motherfuckers. Can't get me. Can't get me. I can get you, though. Oh, I'm pissed. Because this damn planet keeps fucking up. And I keep telling you what to do, and you don't fucking listen. Disrupting enemy morale. And everybody there is an enemy to each other. So they're all trying to disrupt their own morale. Uh-huh. Yeah. They're all trying to disrupt each other's morale. Target audience. PSYOP efforts are tolerated to specific target audiences. Oh, sorry. PSYOP efforts are tailored. Okay. Do you guys know what tailored means? Have you ever had a tailored suit? What does tailored mean? Because you're so retarded. Retard. Okay? You're retarded. Okay? Let's say the word retarded. Can you say I am retarded? Say that. Follow me. I'm not, but you are. Tailored. Of clothes, smart, fitted, and well cut. Okay? What does it mean to be tailored? Made or changed especially to be suitable for a particular situation or purpose. The definitions are right here. You don't have to open up a Webster's dictionary book. They're right here. You see them on the screen. Are you retarded? Are you blind? Are you fucked up in the brain mentally? It's right here. Use the internet for what the fuck it's supposed to be used for. A weapon against the enemy? Expose evil. Expose evil. One camera, which is right here, one microphone at a time. So, tailored, made or changed especially to be suitable for a particular situation or purpose. That's exactly what's going on here. Changed. Things are changing. They're made or changed. Things are being made and things are being changed for a particular situation. This is a particular situation. Tailored. It has to do with clothes. What it has to do with is you get a suit. Okay? Which they still do this today. You get a suit and a guy or a woman, whoever, but you get a suit. Men, males, unless you're soy boys or gay faggots or little children, fuck that shit. You get a suit and a guy puts it on you and then he starts cutting here, cutting there, so it fits your body and it's your size. And when you can no longer use that suit, you can't go give it to someone else because it's tailored to your body. It's your dimensions, your size. Okay? You got it? Capiche? Comprende? Comprende, mijo? Sí, señor? Sí, comprende. Sí, hablo muy buen. Hablo español, muy bueno. And get the fuck out of here. And go get yourself a tailored suit. And then come back to me and tell me what tailored means. That's why it says of clothes, smart, fitted, and well cut. To specific target audiences, considering their demographics, cultures, and beliefs. What the fuck is going on? Huh? We got demographics, we got cultures, and we got beliefs. Because Mexico, Mexican, Latino, Latin, isn't that culture? Huh? Latin, is European because they used to speak Latin in the Middle Ages. You went to the Catholic Church, Latin. They still speak Latin in the Catholic Church. Latin, Latinos. I don't give a shit about history and what they were called before, whatever. Talking about now, motherfuckers. 2025. And when I say I don't give a shit about history, please, I know about it, but I'm talking about now. And I'm going to give you a history lesson. Do you guys even know where the people from Mexico on down to the tip of Argentina came from? Not what the History Channel tells you, or your professor, or your teacher, or your parents. No. See, there was a time when this planet was more or less one big kind of land, and not Pangea. Okay? Not Pangea. That's fake and false and made up. That's something of the 1800s. The land was different. There were still oceans, but more or less the land was kind of closer together, but there were still oceans, there were still rivers, lakes, streams, ponds. There was still water on this planet. And a certain group of people decided that when it was cold, hey, we're going to travel and we're going to just see where we end up. And they ended up in Mexico. They ended up in Central America, South America. Some ended up here in the United States. And they were of an Asian origin. Like India, China, Japan. I mean, how come the Eskimos have Asian eyes? How come the Mexicans? How come the Puerto Ricans? How come the Argentinians, the actual natives, you know, the people who were there first? How come they all have these slanted eyes? How come if you go down to their ancient sites, Central America, South America, Mexico, they resemble Asian sites? Like if you look at their pyramids, they don't look Middle Eastern, they look Asian a little bit. Like, I don't want... I forgot how to spell it. Damn it. My spelling's not too good, so bear with me. Asian pyramids, right there. Okay? Asian. Now, let's go to images. Oh, what did it say? In China. Okay, China. Oh. Huh. 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 Temple in Cambodia. Huh. Well, what does that look like? What the fuck does that look? Because I'm going to show you another picture. Look. So, this is an Asian pyramid. Okay? Now, what the fuck is this right here? This one right here. That's what? A South American, a Mexican, a Central American pyramid. Huh. Right here. Here's a bigger picture. How come that resembled that ancient Chinese pyramid? Huh. Wow. See, these people claim that that's their land. That's not their land. There was nobody there before them, and they didn't make that land. So first of all, shut the fuck up. And the land you came from is not yours either, because you didn't create that land. Who created China? The land that China's on. The dirt, the trees, the air, you know, or the not the air, but the consciousness. Who created that? Did you? No, you didn't. Did you rub your hands together? Poof. Nope. Humans did not do that. Us gods did not do that. The God who created planet Earth did. And not the devil. I'm talking about the life force. The one that breathes life. So this is a pyramid. And so is this. But this is in China. See? So these people, first of all, not even Latinos. They're not even, and I know I said they're Latinos, but I'm gonna get to that. They are Asian. Their descendants are Asian. The oldest known ancient people of America, you know what they are? Do you know what they are? They said the truth on TV a long time ago. They're called the Clovis people. They were found in Texas, the southern part of California. What's that place? New Mexico, Arizona. Clovis people. And it's funny how there's a city Name Clovis in California next to Fresno, because I'm from Fresno. But the Clovis people are the oldest, and they found that there was something Asian about them. They were like, how could this be? Oh, they were dark-skinned, light-skinned, but they were Asian. Excuse me, gotta take a water break. So if these people are gonna fucking say something, they better say, hey, I'm Asian. So that's that. And this is not my land. I did not create this land. I didn't create the dirt, the trees, the ocean, the water. I didn't create this. So I shouldn't be... What should I be fighting for? This is not mine. So first of all, shut the fuck up. Pyramid of Asia in Asia. Review of a Kokur temple in Cambodia. You see where I'm headed with this? Now, when the Asians went there, they changed. Because, well, the Spanish came there. Okay. So, let's... Here. I'll do this. Do you see this guy? He's Spanish. He's light brown skin. This guy is Spanish. A lot of people thought he was Mexican. They think he's Mexican, but he's Spanish. He's from Spain. He speaks Spanish. The country of Española. Okay? This man, Antonio Banderas, is Spanish. He's not Mexican. He's not Puerto Rican. He's not Dominican. He's not Argentinian. He's not from Brazil. He's from Spain. These people went to California, Mexico, Argentina, Brazil, and actually the Portuguese went to Brazil also, and so did a Dutch colony. The Dutch also went there. So did the English. They went to South America, Central America, and Mexico. But the Spanish, they were the prominent ones. And what did they do? They pillaged, raped, ravaged the people. They got with the women and they mixed them. Mexican, mestizos, mixed. So it's Asians mixed with Spanish. It's exactly what it is. Call a spade a spade. So when this motherfucker, when this bitch, when this person says you can't take what was ours, we were here first. No, you weren't. You were from Asia, motherfucker. You weren't from there. You were not placed there by the gods. You were placed somewhere else and you migrated there. And that is not your fucking land. And that's not the Spanish land either. They came from Spain. They traveled the oceans. They came from fucking Spain, and they did what they did to you guys. And you guys did the same back to them. Because they killed, pillaged, and raped, and so did you. All humans have done that throughout the human history, and you still do it. All that's changed is just the look. But the power structure has not changed. It's the same power structure. Gaining support for a cause. There's a cause here, right? There's a lot of people. There's a lot of support for it. There's gaining support for this cause. Or influencing public opinion. That's exactly what's going on. That's one of the major things. They are trying to influence public opinion, but see, they can't get me. Because I'm going to go straight to history, motherfuckers. I'm going to go straight to the heart and stab them. And they're going to fucking die. Yeah. Yeah. Because the left or right paradigms do not apply here. Because it is a psychological operation. Without the S. Psychological operation is what's going on here. You got the citizens involved. Don't matter what job they hold, because that's just a title. Like I said, military, CIA, National Guard, ICE, or a store clerk, or a banker, or a construction worker. It's just a title. They got all the humans there involved. Okay? Don't matter skin color, race, language, job title. You are a human and you're a part of the psychological operation. Nice try, motherfuckers. You can't get me. Because there's something else going on this planet that's bigger than this fucking LA shit. This is a distraction. Oh, here. I got an idea. It probably has been a word. Psychological distraction. I'm just curious. I just thought of that in my head, but looks like it's a thing. Psychological distraction involves intentionally diverting attention away from challenging thought or feeling to temporarily relieve anxiety or discomfort. It's a copying mechanism where individuals redirect their focus to a different activity or thought to lessen the intensity of a distressing emotion. Here's a more detailed look at psychological distraction. Intentional redirection. It's a conscious effort to shift attention away from a specific thought or feeling. What the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? We had... What? What was everyone talking about? P. Diddy? You think I forgot about this P. Diddy shit? And then what the fuck happened? There was a big riot. Was it in Minnesota? Again? And now there's this. Do you see? Do you guys want do you guys want the definition? Damn it. Can't. You guys want the definition of psychological? Let's break it down here. Okay? And for a lot of you, you need a little brain picture like these. Here. Okay, retards, I'm going to give it to you. Right here. You need a picture. Psychological. Okay, retard? All right. So, retard, I hope you understand that. I hope you understand where I'm headed. Okay? So, just stop being retarded and gain some understanding. Psi. Okay? Psi. So, follow me here. Follow me here. Oh, this is too much. Oh, you mean you're retarded? Okay. All right. Psi. Oh, well. Let's see. There we go. Psi can have several meanings depending on the context. It can be clipped version of psychological, psychic, or psychosomatic. Additionally, psi is sometimes used as a slang term for shrink, referring to psychiatrist. In the context of music, psi can refer to psychedelic trance, psytrance, or subgenre of trance. Furthermore, in the context of military operations, psi or psyops refers to psychological operations or efforts to influence the enemy's mental state. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Okay. Psi definition. Let's see. PSY. Profesional de la psychological, de la psychiatric, de la psychoanalysis. I can't read that down at the bottom. But it's a noun. Oh, look at that. Clipping of psychiatrist. Shrink. Psychological. Okay. The science of mind and behavior. The mental or behavioral characteristics of an individual or group. Oh, that's psychology. Okay. Right here. I think this might better explain psi. We're going to get into this. Question. Is the term correctly called PSI, psi, or PSY, psi? Follow me, retarded people. Follow me. For example, psi block tablets or psi fields. Let's see. Alpha, beta, let's see. This psi was supposed to be an actual unit of measure. It would be mentioned in the cut documents from X 16 years. Okay, let's see. Because there was something here where someone said something about Greek. Well, PSI is, we know, pressure. PSI is also Greek letter. Yep. Okay. All right. Because what I was actually looking for was I was actually looking just for the word psi. Okay. Well, you got psi. Okay. Now, let's take this and I don't know. We're just gonna do this. Cho. Cho can refer to several things. Shorthand for carbohydrate. Chinese hamster. Oversell. CHO cell. Or Charlottesville. Ambrell Airport. Okay. Yeah, this shit doesn't work. Right? Logical. Of or according to the rules of logic or format or formal argument. Characterized by or capable of clear sound reasoning of an action, development, decision, etc., natural or sensible given the circumstances. It is a logical progression from the job before. Her logical mind, a logical impossibility. So more. Origin, Latin, logica. Logicalis, medieval Latin, logic, English. The Spanish spoke Latin and medieval Latin. Logica, logicalis, logica. In Italian, we say, questo non ha una logica. Huh. Right here. Logica. Questo qua non ha nessun logica. Huh. It's Latin. That's Italian for you. Logic. Take the A out of logica. Make it English. What do you have? Logic. 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 Do you see? Logical. Logical. And adjectives corresponding chiefly to nouns ending in logi, such as pharmacological, corresponding to pharmacology. Why am I showing you this? Why? Psychological. Of affecting or arising in the mind, related to the mental and emotional state of a person. Logic is in the word psychological. Actually, I should have done this. Psycho. Psycho. Ha! Ha! That looks Greek. That looks Greek. Word forms. See, is that psychos? Noun. A psycho is someone who has serious mental problems and who may act in a violent way without feeling sorry for what they have done. If we go back to psychological operations, what word is in there? Psycho. And what other word is in there? Logical. So, in psychological operations, a psycho thinks that what he's doing is very logical. He thinks that the operations that he is doing is very logical. A psycho thinks that. Wow. So a mental person, a mental-minded person thinks that it is very logical to whatever operation. He thinks that whatever operation he is doing has good logic to it. That it's logical. Huh? What? How did we come to this state where mental people think that it's okay, that they think their operations are they have logic behind them. There's good logic. Like. Okay, hold on. Hold on. The logic behind psychological operations. Get the fuck out of here, fucking AI. You're not logical at all. The logic behind psychological operations. And I got something else in my mind too. Let's see. Okay. Psychological operations, PSYOP. Logic revolves around the shaping attitudes and behaviors of the target audience, achieving desired outcomes, often in a non-conversive manner. This right here
was ours.
LA has erupted over the are erupting here. So let's see what's going on. The National Guard has been deployed out here into the streets of LA. Thousands of protesters are here on the streets right now. Right here on this federal building, you have words like F-ICE, revolution starting here for my family, all sorts of stuff. Right here you have the national.
This is a non-conversive, because it says right here, non-conversive manner. These people are not conversing. These retards are not conversing. They are throwing sticks and stones to break their bones. What is that? That's not talking. That's not conversing. The only one conversing is this young gentleman right here. He has a microphone. He has a camera. He goes up to people. He asks them questions. He's conversing. But what are the other people doing? They're not conversing. Sure, they're communicating amongst themselves of what to do next. But what I'm talking about, the type of conversing I'm talking about, is where all sides of the table sit down and they say, we need to stop doing this. This is not right. We just need to stop the evils of this planet, stop the sinners, get rid of the criminals, and that's it. But not do, that's what they're not doing. They're not doing that. They're fucking just throwing sticks and stones to break their bones. Non-conversive manner. Okay? You see, no one is going to break this down like this. No one is going to go through the internet and actually type in what I'm typing in or similar shit. They're not going to do that. I'll be back. Got to take 10-second break. Nobody Damn. Hold on a minute, guys. Okay. Hold on a minute, guys. Something happened here. So, all right. So literally, nobody is fucking doing this. Nobody. Nobody. Tell me someone. I mean, I can name people who are doing this, but like when I say no one's fucking doing this, like nobody on the planet actually takes the time to actually type up shit and read it to you and stuff like that. I mean, there's, and when I say nobody on the planet, I mean the majority, of the people. Like there are people on this planet who do. Days of Noah, he does this shit. Him, Spiritual Logic, Nicholson, 1969. The people in the community that I'm in, our community does this. It's not a small community. It's not a big one. It's not a medium. It's a community of people. It doesn't matter the size. Who gives a shit? It's just this community does. Outside of that, the rest don't. And so I'm going to do this. So, shaping the attitudes and behaviors of a target audience to achieve desired outcomes in a non-conversive manner. The logic behind psychological operations. Why did I write that? Why? Why? Because in the word psychological is the word logic. Logica. Logic, logica. Okay? That is what's in there. The logic behind the logic. The logic behind the logical. Or logica. Because what did we say? Where was it? Logica. Logicales. Logic. The logic behind the logica. The logic behind the logicales. Psycho. Huh. Slang term. The word psycho is also used as a slang term to describe individuals who are perceived as mentally unstable, aggressive, or violent.
National Guard, they've come through. You have troops, about 300 in different directions. Trump sent in about 2,000 people. There's groups of 300 sent around the city right here, and this one is at the side of the federal building here at one of the ICE detention centers here in LA. What's your message to the National Guard here today?
The National Guard.
And why do you think they got sent out here today?
They got sent because we don't have a president that can lead.
And what fears you most about Donald Trump and the ICE raids coming through here in Los
I don't fear that motherfucker. Have you seen our community? I don't feel that motherfucker.
Donald Trump, homeboy on a motherfucking real fuck that piece of shit.
What's the water for?
Diffuse tear gas. If needed. Yeah. If you throw a canister in one of these, it should diffuse it enough, or at least stop the chemical reaction.
Individuals who are perceived as mentally unstable, aggressive, or violent. That's exactly what these people are. They're mentally unstable, they're aggressive, and they're violent. Because throwing rocks, throwing stones is violence. Call a spade a spade. Call it what it is. It's violence. They are aggressive. All the people in this video, except for the reporter.
And what makes you want to come out here with the Honduras flag out here?
I mean, these are my roots right here, you know? This is where my family came from. I'm a first gen.
A lot of people wonder on social media.
He's a first gen. I don't care if you're first or last gen. That's not your fucking place, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Your ancestors were from somewhere else. You've been told the wrong history. See, let me tell you something about California. When the Spanish came to California, they found people there. They were dark-skinned, light-skinned. They were of all shades of brown, okay? And they thought they were going to find empty, barren land, space, whatever. And they didn't. They set up missions in California, Santa Barbara. I'm from there. They set up missions there. And they did the same thing they did in Mexico and Central America and South America. They stole, raped, ravaged, and pillaged. But so did the natives there. So did the people who were there. They did the same thing to the Spanish. Okay? It was vice versa. Both ways. It was a two-way street, not a one-way street. And then they had them speak Spanish because they indoctrinated them to speak Latin, to speak Spanish. Okay? The Spanish language from España, Española. ¿Tú hablas español? Sí, hablo español. Whatever language they were speaking, they lost it only because they spoke Spanish. They were being taught to speak Spanish. You introduce a new language, you teach the new kids, they learn the new language. Over time, they teach that to the new kids. The new kids, now they speak Spanish and they speak English. Or they speak whatever other language they speak other than Spanish. With a bunch of Latin words in it, with a mix of some of their ancient language in it. Mexican is a language. It's a fucked up language because it's mixed with Latin, the more modern Spanish, and their ancient language of Mexico. And the ones in LA, because they speak Spanglish, because they speak a Mexican language that was developed in California, in El Barrio, in LA, now they even speak the more fucked up version. It's American mixed with Spanish that comes from LA. It comes from where the people of what is it, southeast LA? You know, LA South Side, Compton. Come on. I was born and raised in California. Never lived in the LA area. Never lived in LA County, but fucking, I know the history. I researched it. I have what you would call Latinos or Hispanics in Fresno. They did a march in Fresno. They burned the American flag. They raised their flag. I don't give a shit what flag you raise or what flag you burn. Fuck that shit. Fuck all your flags. Fuck flags in general. Because they're all satanic. So burn all your flags. Because I'm going to burn every flag of this planet. Because they're all satanic flags. They all cater to the devil. They don't cater to ourselves, gods, which is who we are. Or the almighty God, the life force that we come from. They did a march. This was back in, I think it was 2007, 2006, 2008, 2004. Those years? Yeah, I fucking remember that shit. Oh, this guy's got a problem with Hispanics and Mexicans. I have a problem with people who are fucking mentally unstable, aggressive, or violent. And they protest. I have a problem with evil people. Oh, how are they evil for protesting? Oh, but protesting is a right in the United States. I'm protesting right now. But I'm not doing anything evil. I'm speaking. This is a protest. But I'm speaking. I'm not doing what these motherfuckers are doing. Everybody here. I know you see this guy's face right here with his flag. Because the reporter's reporting. He's just a reporter. He's protesting too. Just with a camera and microphone. But all these people out here, doesn't matter what job title you have, doesn't matter where you came from, doesn't matter what language you speak, what colors, what shade of brown your skin is, doesn't matter who you are, what name it doesn't matter. If this is you, get the fuck off this planet. If you're mentally unstable, aggressive, or violent, because you know what? This man right here, he's mentally unstable. You know why? He's wearing glasses and he's got a mask on. That is a mentally unstable person. That is a person who can't think for themselves. First of all, glasses. We are not supposed to wear glasses over our eyes. We're not supposed to have glasses over our eyes. That is bad for your eyes. It damages your vision. We are born with perfect vision from the start. Let's see. I saw something. Let's see. I'm going to continue psychological context and synonyms. See, I want to go to not tailored, not him. Psychological distractions. And we're going to get all to into this. Okay. Well. There's a thing I'm looking for. Well, okay. Psychologist. Anybody in basically the psych world, the psyche. You know, getting into your psyche. Let's see. Let's see if this is a word. Psychedelic. Okay. Anyways, the psyche, the mind. Because the other word for the mind is the psyche. Psyche. Oh boy. In psychology, psyche refers to the totality of an individual's mental process, including both conscious and unconscious thoughts, feelings, and motivations. It encompasses the mind in its entirety, encompassing the soul or spirit in some context. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Definition. The psyche is the center of an individual's psychological experience, encompassing everything from conscious awareness, okay? So encompassing everything from conscious awareness to deeper, often unconscious aspects of the mind. Psychological. Okay? The word logic is in there. The word psycho is in there. And we can also say that, look, psyche, psycho, and logic. Okay? Where am I headed with this? Why am I telling you all of this? Psychological context. In a clinical context, psycho can refer to someone experiencing psychosis, a condition where a person loses touch with reality. These people have lost touch with reality. Do you know why? Because they are all mentally unstable, aggressive, and violent. That can make you lose touch. Being mentally unstable can make you lose touch with reality. And then, from that, you can become aggressive and violent at the same time. It's usually at the same time. Because aren't people aggressive when they're violent? Or are people not aggressive? Tell me, have you ever been not aggressive when you're violent? Let me know. That'll be the first in human history. Congratulations. You solved the puzzle. Get the fuck out of here. Mentally unstable, aggressive, and violent. Not or violent and violent. See, they use or because they don't want to put those two together. They don't want to tell you that you're both aggressive and violent at the same time. Because with aggression or during, if someone's aggressive, they're going to do something violent to you. Aggressive. Ready or likely to attack or confront, characterized by or resulting from aggression. Ready to attack. Ready. Forget likely. Ready to attack. What does it say here? Violent. Huh. Let's copy violent. Can we do that? Violent. Using or involving physical force intended to hurt, damage, or kill someone or something. Involving physical force to hurt. Take the word intended out. Involving physical force to hurt. What the fuck are these people doing? Huh? Physical force is throwing rocks not physical force? Tell me that is not physical. Tell me that moving your arm to throw something is not physical. Tell me that shooting a gun, hitting people with a vehicle is not physical, because you don't move, because a vehicle doesn't move itself. You have to do something physical to move a vehicle. What is that? take your foot, push the gas, press the brake, okay? That's something physical to move a vehicle. To hurt and damage and kill. I'm not going to say or. It's to do all those things. And that's what those people are there to do. But it's also a psychological operation. Going back to psychological operation. Psychological operations, psyops, are strategic communication efforts used to influence the perceptions, attitudes, and behaviors, or here it says and behavior of target audiences to achieve political and military objectives. So, through violence, through hurt, through damage, through killing, from people who are mentally unstable, aggressive, and violent, they are doing a psychological operation. This is going on from the people who are mentally unstable, aggressive, and violent. They want to hurt, damage, and kill people. That is what this is all about. As well as influence the perceptions, attitudes, and behavior of target audiences. They want to influence you. They want to change your attitude and behavior. Do you know who did this? Who was trying to do this? I'm going to name two people. And now I forgot the other person. Because I'm going to go into this next section. Oh, what's his name? Right here. But what we'll do is we'll keep this up. Okay. Why do I have Edward Bernays and Sigmund Freud up? Why? A lot of people in America read Sigmund Freud. A lot of people in America, and when I say a lot, I mean a small percentage, a lot, have heard of Edward Bernays. But there's a lot of you who have not. Who was Edward Bernays? He's the father of propaganda. There is propaganda right here. Oh, yeah. Sigmund Freud. Psychoanalysis. Psychoanalytics. Hold on. Analytics. Why did... Let's... Let's bring up Edward Bernays, the father of propaganda. Born November 2nd, 1891, March 9th, 1995. I was 5 years old when he died. He died right here in Cambridge, MA, United States, but he was born in Vienna, Austria. You know what's funny is somebody else came from Austria. If I remember correctly, the guy who started the Illuminati, Adam Weishaupt. If I remember correctly, I think he came from Austria. Okay. He was actually born in Germany. Never mind, but he was exiled, I think, to. He was a German philosopher, and yeah, but he died in Germany, but they sent him, I think. Let's see here. Something about Austria. Okay, Bavarian Illuminati. Later found, okay. Maybe I'm wrong. See, I will correct myself if I'm wrong. Okay. Let's see. He lived in Gotha, writing his works. Yes, he was in exile. I think Bavaria, but that's Germany. Well, anyways. Nah, never mind. But Edward Bernays, father of propaganda. Now, propaganda still exists today. Propaganda. Okay, propaganda is a form of communication aimed at influencing an audience's beliefs, opinions, or actions, often in a biased or misleading way. It is used to promote a specific agenda, whether political, social, or commercial, and can be found in various forms, including media, advertising, and even everyday conversations. Wait a minute. If we come back all the way over here, what does it say about psychological operations? Our strategic communication efforts used to influence the perceptions, attitudes, and behavior of target audiences to achieve political and military objectives. What does it say right here in propaganda? A specific agenda. Okay. Audiences. Okay. So influencing right here. An audience's beliefs, opinions, or actions. Perceptions, attitudes, and behavior. Is that not the same? Is that not the fucking same? Often in a biased or misleading way. That's what the media is giving you. They're giving you a biased or misleading information. It's biased. It's misleading. It is used to promote a specific agenda. They are promoting a specific agenda. What is the agenda? The ICE raids. Illegal immigration. Those are the agendas of the day. And also the smaller agendas like, this is our land, we were here first. Which is bullshit. Whether political, social, or commercial. Isn't this political or social? Aren't these people?
Why are people coming out here with other nationalities' flags? If they don't like America, why don't they go back to
I love America and what it represents. You know, the idea of America to our people is a better future.
A better future? Shut the fuck up. Isn't this political? Isn't this political? Because, okay, it says political or social. This is political because politics is involved. Political. Let's take the word political. Okay, copy that. And let's just see what it says here. I'm using the internet. I'm using it as a dictionary, as if this was 1950 and I went to the library and I got dictionaries, I got books. I'm doing the same exact thing. If this was 1950, I would be doing the same thing with books. The exact same thing. Okay? Ooh. My bad. I would be doing the exact same thing with books. Okay? But this is not 1950. This is 2025. We have the fucking internet. We have arrived. Political. What is in the word political? What is first of all? Hold on a minute. Oh, I guess I thought it was something else. Never mind. Political. relating to the government or the public affairs of a country. Is this not a public affair of a country? Is this not related to the United States government, Donald Trump and his people, and Gavin Newsom? A period of political and economic stability relating to the ideas or strategies of a particular party or group in politics. A decision taken for purely political reasons. What decision was taken for political reasons? Can anybody tell me that? Yes, you in the audience, tell me. What decision was taken purely for political reasons? Huh? The decision to send ICE, the National Guard, the United States Marines, the police of LA and the LA counties. I mean, the cities in LA County. Interest in or active in politics. Political. I'm not very political. Interested in or active in politics. Should we see more? A motivated or caused by a person's beliefs or actions concerning politics. A political crime. Relating to, affecting, or acting according to the interest of status or authority within an organization rather than matters of principle. Motivated or caused by a person's beliefs or actions concerning politics. These people right here, the ones with the flags, the ones with the masks, the retarded motherfuckers, they did this because of their beliefs and the actions of the government. That's why they did this. Do you see what I'm doing here? I am breaking this down. I am fucking breaking this down. So you can actually see what is really going on. Because it is a distraction. Because P. Diddy is still going on. The shit that happened in Minnesota is still going on. The Israeli stuff is still going on. Elon Musk versus whoever is still going on. Whatever's going on with China is still going on. New diseases are still going on. CERN and what they are doing is still going on. Everything else is still going on, but they're giving you this as a distraction. So you will forget about everything else. So your woes and worries about everything else will be gone. But this is a new woe and worry. Because you don't understand. Because they are not telling you what it is. Because they're not breaking it down for you. Like I am. Do you see how many Google pages I have up? Do you see where I'm headed with this? Do you see why I have Edward Bernays and Sigmund Freud up? Do you see why I have important people up? The father of propaganda. This man right here. Okay? This man, Edward Bernays, is the father of propaganda. What did we say propaganda was? What did we say? What was propaganda? Is a form of communication aimed at influencing an audience's beliefs, opinions, or actions, often in a biased or misleading way. It is used to promote a specific agenda, whether political, social, or commercial, and can be found in various forms, including media, advertising, and even everyday conversations. Would you look at that? Media, advertising, and even everyday conversations. What is this? This is media. And these are everyday conversations because they're conversing out here. Are they not? Are they not talking? Is he not? Is this not a conversation?
Opportunity to have a job and create something that in our homes we don't have, you know. So we love America. We want to be here. We want to contribute, you know. And I agree, the people that have committed crimes and, you know, like an actual crime of, you know, murder, something like that, I can agree with that, you know. I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say no, keep everybody here. Yeah.
Okay. Is that not conversing? And what he had to say about the crimes committed here, they shouldn't be here. Kudos to that. That's all I'm going to give kudos to. If you are on the same page as me that we need to get the fucking devils out of here, 100% agree. But if you're just going to come up here and you're going to shout, this was mine, fuck you, you know, you're going to be retarded, then you need to get the fuck out of here. And get the fuck out of here anyways, because you just put a flag up, you just put a mask on, wearing your glasses, all satanic shit. Satanic shit. Just, this goes back billions of years. So just get the fuck out of here. I have respect for the reporter. Because he's using a microphone and a camera to expose the evil. This man right here, Edward Bernays, the father of propaganda. I just read you what propaganda is. He is the man responsible for all of this stuff. He's the man responsible for media, for advertising, for advertisements. Oh, there's a lot of advertising here going on. What are they advertising? Well, the flags for once, the Mexican flag, the flags of any other country, they're advertising their own country, are they not? When you see someone holding up an American flag in this video, because here's an American flag right behind here. This guy right here, let me blow this up. You have this guy with his flag of his country, where his parents came from. And then you have the flag of the United States. What are they advertising? Their own countries. That is an advertisement. The flag is a advertising symbol of a country. Is it not? Huh? The flag should never be used for advertising purposes in any manner whatsoever. But what the fuck are these people doing? They're advertising their flags in a political way. And you should never do that. So that's something bad. It's evil. So I don't care what he says about we need to get these fuckers out of here. You're doing something evil yourself. So get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. The flag should never be used for advertising purposes in any manner whatsoever. But if we go back here to this man who created advertisements, who is the father of propaganda, he says it's okay. Go ahead, advertise. Do what I do. Create advertisement. Whether it's a flag or it's a lotion or it's a car or a house. Advertise. Come on. Yeah. Do it. But it says here, you should never advertise. Flag code, the American Legion. I guess that's who put that on here. Is it legal to make or sell flags with design? Okay. Well, anyways, it should never be used for advertising purposes in any manner. I don't give a shit what your opinion is. This is what this says right here. This goes for everybody on the planet. You should never advertise a satanic item. Stop advertising anything satanic, anything evil. Stop doing it. Because you're sending negative energy throughout this planet. What do I always tell you guys? I say, make the world a better place. I don't say make it a worse place. I don't tell you to put negative energy into the planet, out on this planet, out to everyone. Put positive energy into everyone on this planet. So stop with your negative energy. Stop with your advertising. Stop your advertisements of your satanic flags. You motherfucking retards. Stop that. It should not be embroidered on such articles as cushions or handkerchiefs and the like, printed or otherwise impressed on a paper napkin or boxes or anything that is designed for temporary use or discard. Okay, cool. Cool. Whether you agree or not, don't give a fucking shit. I read what's here. End of story. But let's just take this first part. It should never be advertised. So, already, this motherfucker and that motherfucker, and there's looks to be a Mexican flag right behind this guy's head.
But the people who are here...
Yep, right there. Did you see that?
They know, keep everybody...
Right there, or whatever flag that is. They're all advertising their countries. They're advertising the flag of they're advertising the flag. They're advertising their country, but the flag. Because, I mean, they have it out. It's advertisement. It's, and I'm not talking about the type of advertisement that you see on TV where it's like, come now and get a pack of, American flags for $49.99. No. He's selling people something. He's selling his own country. He's selling his race, his ethnicity. By having his flag around the neck, that guy is selling his race ethnicity. By having the American flag, same thing with the Mexican. I don't have a flag in here. I got some, I wasn't born in Italy, but I speak Italian because I'm part Italian. If I was waving my flag right now, I would be advertising Italy, my language. But I don't do that. You see this shirt right here? This is an advertisement for this picture. This picture, which is a famous Japanese picture. I'm advertising it because, I have it right here. Because you're going to look at this shirt and you're going to be like, man, I want to buy that shirt. I'm going to go look for that shirt. Or, basically the shirt with this picture on it. This print on it. Because I'm wearing it. If I had Biohazard Candy Kid on here, I'd be advertising my channel. Biohazard Candy Kid, YouTube. Well, first, I'd be advertising my channel, and then YouTube, Google's video platform. So that's double. So I'd be advertising for two things. But if I just had Biohazard Candy Kid, it's just Biohazard Candy Kid, my YouTube channel. So no, you cannot do that. It's just morally wrong. It's just something that humans have come to terms with. If not, they wouldn't have written this. So don't do that. End of story. It's evil. It's wrong. It's bad. You should not be doing that. Why do it in the first place? I don't stop advertising whatever flag you're advertising or whatever country. Because I don't see a lot of people, they don't look at countries and borders. They look at planet Earth as a whole. Because they're not part of this country or that country system, the left or right paradigm system, up or down, side to side, whatever you want to fucking call it. We have our own system, which is the real system, outside of the matrix, outside of all the different layers of the matrix. And I'm using the word matrix because a lot of you will understand if I use the word matrix, because if I use other words, if I say something else, you're retarded. So, matrix is something that's been ingrained in you. So, you know. So, literally, this shit right here should not be done. Okay? Politics. Political. Relating to the government or the public affairs of a country. Is this not a country? United States is a country, right? Do we not have a government? And is there not public affairs going on right now in LA? Is that not the case? Is there not propaganda going on? Is there not a psychological operation happening? From people who are unstable, they're mentally unstable, they're aggressive, and they're violent. Because from aggressiveness comes violence. Ready to attack or confront. Pursuing one's aims and interests forcefully, sometimes unduly so. Yeah, I botched that word. Forcefully. That's what these people are doing. They're pursuing their aims and their interest forcefully. All sides. All knights of the round table. All knights of the round table are doing that. Let's go back to Edward Bernays. Propaganda. A lot of propaganda is going on here. Even from the reporter in that YouTube, his YouTube channel, he's giving you a lot of propaganda. Oh yeah, he's giving you a lot of it. Because what did we say propaganda was? A form of communication aimed at influencing an audience's beliefs. He's giving you a form of communication through videos to influence your belief. He is some type of influencer influencing you to try to basically change your belief, make you believe a certain way. And, influencing an audience's beliefs, opinions, or actions. He's influencing your beliefs, opinions, and actions by doing that YouTube video. Now, am I not doing the same thing? Well, I'm just reading you this stuff. I'm just trying to give you all these definitions to all these words, starting with psychological operation, because I told you this was a psychological operation because it is one. Not because I see it as such, but because it is one. Also, I can tell when there's a psychological operation going on and when there's not. I can tell when things are organic and not organic in what this modern day term organic has been used for. And I shouldn't even use the word organic or grassroots, because that's something that is 1900 and on. I'm talking about stuff that comes from inside of you, that starts from the soul and is out to defeat the darkness. I can tell when that shit is happening versus it's a psychological operation. It's not organic. It's not natural. I can tell when it's natural and when it's not natural. I can tell when it comes from the God who you are versus the devil. Evil. I can tell. And this is a psychological operation. There's a lot of evil going on. Psychological operations are strategic communication efforts used to influence the perceptions, attitudes, and behaviors of target audiences to achieve political and military objectives. To influence. Okay? Aimed at influencing. That word. Okay, let's. Here. Influencing. Let's go down. Okay. Oh wow. So it might give me the same thing. Influence. You know what word just came to mind from influence? Influence and influenza. Think about that for a while. Influence and influenza. Look at that. Would you look at that? Let's see. So, how do we spell influence? We spell it INFLUENCE. INFLUENZA. So instead of CE, it's ZA. Influen. I wonder if this is a word. Influen. Okay. So, influence is not a word. But look. Influ. See if flu's a word. Wow. You can't make this shit up. Wow. Yeah. Wow. That is funny. Do you see what I'm doing? Oh, this is okay. We're gonna have some fun tonight. You ready? Oh, okay. Influence. Let's start here. Oh, and first of all, in, okay, and then I think this might be a word all by itself too. Just double checking. If it's not, I fucked up. My bad. Oh. Oh. Merriam-Webster. Okay. Ints. What does Merriam-Webster say about it? Ints. Noun. Suffix. Action or process. Emergence. Instance of an action or process. Reference. Quality or state. Despondence. Okay. Middle English from Anglo. French from Latin. Inta from int. Is. Presence. Participating, ending in IA. Okay. All right. So I guess it's just a noun and a suffix. It doesn't really forming nouns. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. But the word in is expressing the situation of something that is or appears to be enclosed, surrounded by something else. Expressing a period of time during which an event takes place or situation remains the case. Whoo! Let's go in. Experiencing a period of time during which an event takes place or a situation remains the case. Is this not an event taking place? Is this not a situation remaining in place? Is this not clearly what this fucking just said right here? Expressing a period of time during which an event takes place. What event is happening in LA? ICE raids, people rioting in the streets. Huh? Or a situation so expressing a period of time during which an event takes place or a situation remains the case. Isn't there a situation going on? Isn't that the case? Expressing movement with the result that someone or something becomes enclosed or surrounded by something else. Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on. Hold your horses. Expressing movement with the result that someone or something becomes enclosed or surrounded by something else. Aren't the people of LA haven't they become enclosed? Haven't they been surrounded by something else, which would be something by the government? And haven't the government officials, haven't the National Guard, haven't the ICE authorities been surrounded by the people of LA? Haven't they been enclosed? Of a person present at one's home or office. Fashionable. A position of influence with someone powerful or famous. Who right now is powerful and famous that has a position of influence? This YouTuber, okay, Nick Shirley, Donald Trump, and Gavin Newsom, and all the media, the people in power. A position of influence with someone powerful or famous. He would ensure and in with the nominee. Okay. I don't get that, but a position of influence with someone powerful or famous. You would use it in an informal way, right? But here it says a position of influence with someone powerful or famous. It's a noun. This is what this says. The dictionary of in influence. So in the word influence, and it's funny how you go back and it says a position of influence. It says right here the word influence. So you basically go back to this word, okay? In. We're looking up in, and there's the word influence. Now, flu. Now, I just want to. Let's take a. Let's do something. Let's take a minute to pause at this human being right here. This retarded person right here. What are they wearing? They're wearing a mask, right? Why are they wearing a mask? Why? Because I know you're going to say hide their identity. I know that's what you're going to say. You're going to say it's to hide their identity. No. What word are we focused on? Flu. Because this retard right here is outside with people. He was here in 2019, 2020. Wasn't there a fake flu going around? Flu? FLU? Wasn't there a fake flu going around? So he has the mindset of there's a flu going around. Flu. That's why I got to put on a mask, because there's a flu. Because, see, he can only go outside if he puts on a mask. He can only be around all these people if he puts on a mask because of what happened in 2020. Because they made up a fake flu. Because the coronavirus. So he literally has that mindset. If not, he would be like this reporter and not put on a mask. Now, this reporter also could be one of those who's not putting on a mask because he went to the doctor and got a shot. And so he's like, well, I don't need to put on a mask because I got a shot. Or he could not be. And this guy could be putting on a mask even after he went to the doctor. So, in the word influence is the word flu, which is in the word influenza, influence, influenza, influence, and then influenza. Insa. Do you see where I'm headed with this? Do you see exactly what I'm trying to show you? Oh, I'm retarded. I don't see. I'm blind. I'm retarded. I can't. Do you not see? Do you not see where I'm headed with this? Influence. So, the flu or influenza is a contagious respiratory illness caused by influenza virus, which is fake. I mean, we get a common cold. We get what's called a rejuvenating of your body, where your body basically, shit, hold on. Damn it. Uh, okay. So you have to break down all the words. So, um, so this man, Edward Bernays, father of propaganda, okay, is the man responsible for this type of propaganda that's going on here. I mean, he's the father of it. He invented modern day propaganda. They are basically using his tactics here. This YouTuber, all of these news outlets are using his type of tactics. Okay? Now, Sigmund Freud, he's an Austrian neurologist. Austrian neurologist. Neuroscience. Neurology. Neurologist. A neurologist is a medical doctor who specializes in diagnosing and treating diseases of the brain, spinal cord, and nerves. They are experts in the nervous system, including its anatomy, function, and the conditions that affect it. What neurologists do: diagnosis and treatment. Neurologists diagnose and treat a wide range of neurological conditions, including but not limited to stroke, epilepsy, migraine, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's disease, and Alzheimer's disease. I'm not going to read all of them. Let's see. Evaluation and testing. They perform neurological examinations, order tests like EEG, MRI, and CT scans, and interpret the results to pinpoint the cause of the patient's symptoms. Management. Neurologists develop and manage treatment plans for neurological disorders, which may involve medical, physical therapy, lifestyle modifications, or other therapies. Management. Let's stick with management, and then we're going to go to when to see neurologists, and we'll read subspecialties too. I'll read that right now. Neurologists may specialize in specific areas like stroke care, headache medicine, movement disorders, or child neurology. Okay, management. Now, where were we? Sigmund Freud. Get your ass over here, Sigmund Freud. Piece of shit. So, oh, and by the way, why did I bring up Sigmund Freud and Edward Bernays? Because they're related. Oh, they are related. Edward Bernays was Sigmund Freud's, if I remember correctly, his nephew or something here in the United States. What does it say about Edward Bernays? Vienna, Austria. Austrian. They're both Austrian. Do you see where I'm headed with this? Okay. Now, management. It says right here, neurologists develop and manage treatment plans for neurological disorders, which may involve medication, psychotherapy, lifestyle modifications, or therapies, or other therapies. Now, what is this? Why do I keep reading that? Lifestyle modifications or other therapies. Neurological disorders. That's exactly what he was trained to do. Was to change the lifestyle of humans. Was to fix neurological disorders. That's what he tried to do, and he couldn't. He said Sigmund Freud was a man, a human, who saw that the human race had a psychological disorder, and so he was one of the people that was like, well, there has to be lifestyle modifications in order for your neurological disorders to be gone. It's because your lifestyle is fucked up. Okay, all right. Let's take it back to this video.
Out of here.
Yeah.
But the people who are here, hardworking people.
Right now, do you think it's right for them to go after the most dangerous people like they say they're doing?
I mean, I don't see nobody here has attacked them. And they initiated all of this. We're peacefully protesting. They're the ones that come out with riot shields. They come out with billy clubs and all kinds of shit. I don't know who's the aggressor here, but it ain't us.
I can't wait to know you. Take off your badge, big boy. Take off your badge.
Okay. Now, everybody here, their lifestyle is fucked up. Like I said, I don't give a shit about your skin color. I don't give a shit about what job title you have. Like I don't give a shit about what country you come from. I don't give a shit about your language. You all have neurological disorders, which You can only fix yourself. You can't have someone else fix it. That's what Sigmund Freud tried to do. He tried to fix the population of the planet by introducing some of his own ideas, some of his things to the masses, and they didn't work because he viewed the masses as a bunch of like animals. But see, you can only fix yourself. An animal, like if I had a dog and my dog was acting a certain way, I couldn't fix my dog. The dog would have to fix itself. I wouldn't be able to fix the dog. The dog has to fix itself. And how can a dog fix itself? How can a dog stop doing the evil things that it does? How? Only the dog knows. I don't know. I mean, I can try to train it. I can, try, like I can train the dog to, hey, you see this? No touchy. This is a no-no. That's all I can do. But the dog is innately just still going to, chew on that dialer right there, a TV remote, because it's in him. I can't fix that. I can't take that out of him. Now, sure, today scientists are trying to take, stuff like that out of humans or animals by doing certain DNA surgeries, but that's playing God, and I'm sorry, that is not cool. That's cruel. It's not that it's cool, it's cruel. Okay? Cruel. And so, Sigmund Freud, this man right here, this man, he tried to change the lifestyles of people through physical therapy and through medications. Because does it not say right here that he is a neurologist? And I typed in the word neurologist, and he's a medical doctor who specializes in diagnosing and treating diseases of the brain, spinal cord, and nerves, right? But it says down here, medication is one of them. So he's going to prescribe you medications. He's going to prescribe you medications for your disorders. So medications. Yeah, I don't know why OBS is still doing that. But that's exactly what they're doing. They are literally going to say, you guys need to be on medications, which they don't. See, I would never be involved in something like this. I would not go out on the street and do the evil shit that they're doing because I'm not mental. I'm not retarded. I know better than to do this. I know right from wrong. Oh, so if you see ice, first of all, I would go and communicate in a positive way. I would try to go to someone who's directing ICE, FBI. I would go to the head and I would be like, hey, I'm just wondering, are you guys getting the bad guys out of here? Because if that's the case, I'm out. Like, that's all the information I need. And if they come at me and then they tell me the truth and they say, yeah, we're actually getting the criminals out of this town, all right, you're getting the criminals out. If they told me the truth, if that's the case, I leave. Now, if that's not the case, meaning if I find out that they lied, then there's going to be hell to pay. But if they tell me the truth, and it truly is ICE getting criminals out of here, it's FBI and all them getting criminals out of here, Why do I need to stand out and protest? Why do I need to have beef with them? I don't need to be fucking doing that.
Coward! Get that shit in my fucking face!
Okay. That guy's yelling at the ICE officials for being a coward for wearing a mask. Meanwhile, he also has a mask on. What's your message?
Yeah, exactly. See? The other thing is, he's wearing a mask, but then shouting at them for wearing a mask. And then he tells the camera guy to get the shit out of his face because he doesn't want to be exposed. He does not want to be exposed. See, evil people, they don't want to be exposed for their actions. But see, he's already been exposed because it's posted onto YouTube, on the internet. So he's fucked. Because all they have to do is they can go into a voice database and catch his voice. And they know exactly who he is. They already got who he is because of all of the identification shit that you have on your phone, your passport, your driver's license, all that shit. So you can't hide yourself, bro. And neither can these guards or officers or ICE. They can't hide themselves either by putting on masks. The government knows who they are. The system knows. So why are you putting on masks for? Because there's a flu? Because you're out and around people and you have to mask up? Because it's 2020? Again? 2020 again? Is that why? Yeah, that's why. Because there's a massive flu going around. Because people can't go outside in today's world now without putting on a mask. They can't congregate without putting on a mask or wearing the mask here and not putting it on, but they still have it here. The presence of it here is the same shit as having it on your mouth. Same thing with law enforcement, with military, putting on masks, same shit. You guys, you can't go outside and meet up with everybody else without putting on a mask. That's fucking ridiculous. Oh, but they've always, I don't give a shit. This is 2025 we're talking about, not 1965. I walk outside, and when I talk to people, there's nothing on my face. You see my face in plain sight. Look at me now. You see my face in plain sight. Oh, yeah, you do. Yayo. I'm not hiding anything. This is who I am. This is what I look like. Not see me later. See me now, motherfucker. And you do see me now. Live. So, literally, these people, you don't see them. The ones with the mask on. I see the reporter. I know what his face looks like. I hear his voice. These other people, nada. The ones that are not like him. Why are you hiding, bro? What do you have to hide? You must be a criminal if you have to hide your face. I mean, I don't have the mask here, but if you have to put on a mask, if you put on a mask, that means you're a criminal. You got something to hide. Because again, there is no such thing as privacy. There is no such thing. It does not exist. So you're just hiding your criminality. Like I said, I don't care what skin color, brown it is. I don't care what job title you have. I don't care what language you speak. You put on a mask, you're hiding your criminality. And that's not okay.
Message to the police officers in the National Guard right now.
They've got a choice. They've got a choice. They don't have to do this fucking shit. That's it. They can either be American citizens or they can be what they're doing right now.
You don't think they're acting like as American citizens?
No.
Do you think they're trying to protect the country or make it a more dangerous place?
What do you mean? Like, this is way, way beyond what it needs to be.
Something's about to break out real soon. If these people keep taunting the police officers with all these other flags, all these other words they're saying to these police officers, and that.
Let me go back to this guy.
Make it a more dangerous place.
That's it. They can either be American citizens or they can be what they're doing right now.
I'm glad he said that. They can be whatever they want to be. I'm glad he said that. That means he's letting them be free. First of all. And being free is something that you need to let be. Because if he was to say the opposite of being free, they should not be allowed to be free, then that same thing applies to him. Because what applies to another applies to you. It's a two-way street, motherfuckers. Two-way street, motherfuckers. What applies to thee applies to he. What applies to thee applies to she. You get my point? What applies to the first person also applies to the second person. It doesn't just apply to one person. This is not how this goes. So I'm glad that he said they should be allowed to be free. They can do whatever they want. They can be this or that. So can he. So can he. Not because I said so, but because it said so. Because the two-way street said so. So I'm glad he said that. But see, he didn't answer the second question. Because if I get asked the question, this.
You don't think they're acting like as American citizens?
No.
Do you think they're trying to protect the country or make it a more dangerous place?
Protect the country or make it a more dangerous place?
What do you mean? Like, this is way, way beyond what it needs to be.
What do you mean? Wait. You didn't answer the question. You didn't answer this question right here.
What do you mean? Like, this is... They can be what they're doing right now.
You don't think they're acting like as American citizens?
No.
Do you think they're trying to protect the country or make it a more dangerous place?
Protect the country or make it a more... You think they're trying to protect the country or make it a more dangerous place? What do you mean? Protect the country or make it a more dangerous place, motherfucker. Answer the damn question. And don't say, what do you mean, to start another conversation because you don't want to fucking answer the fucking question. Get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. And when someone asks you a question, damn, answer the question. What do you mean? That's not an answer. Are they making it?
You don't think think they're acting like as American citizens?
No.
Do you think they're trying to protect the country or make it a more dangerous place?
Are they protecting it or making it a more dangerous place? It's one of those two answers, motherfucker. You know why he won't answer that? Do you know why this motherfucker won't answer that? Do you know why? Do you want to know why? Why he won't answer if they're making it safe or a more dangerous place? Because if he gives one of those answers, there's going to be a side that's going to go against him. So he's avoiding the question altogether. So that way, people who watch this video, they don't get on him. But you know what? You know what? That's funny because, see, he didn't think about the third side who's going to get on him for not answering the fucking question and diverting by saying, what do you mean? So he's not going to get people shitting on him because he answered the question. He's going to get people shitting on him for not answering the question, which is what he didn't think about. So he should have answered the question in the first place by giving one of those two answers, making it safe or making it dangerous.
What do you mean? Like, this is way, way beyond what it needs to be.
Something's about to break.
It's way beyond what it needs to be. That's not what he asked. He didn't ask you, is this way beyond what it needs to be or not? He didn't ask you that. He didn't fucking ask you that. He asked you, do you think they are making this? This is what he asked you.
American citizens?
No.
Do you think they're trying to protect the country or make it a more dangerous place?
He asked you, are they trying to protect the country or make it a more dangerous place? Not, is it way beyond what it needs to be or not? He didn't ask you that. He asked you, are they trying to protect citizens or make it a more dangerous place? And you didn't give any of those answers. You didn't answer that question. So then again, there again. There again. A guy who is mentally unstable. He's mentally unstable. He couldn't answer the question. His mental state has a lot of his mental state is very unstable. There's a lot of instability in his mental state. Because if that YouTuber comes to me and asks me the question, you think they're trying to protect America? You know? Or make it worse? I would answer either or. Protect America. Or make it worse. And then proceed from there. Have him proceed from there, or me. But I would answer the question because he gave me a question. He would have given me a question. Are they trying to protect America or make it worse? And I answer with either protect America or make it worse. I don't answer with what do you mean? Because he did not ask me, what do you mean? He did not ask me, this is way more than what it needs to be. He didn't ask me, do you think, what do you mean? Or is this way more than it needs to be? He didn't ask me that. That wasn't the question. The question was, protect America The words were protect America or make it worse. Those were the words. And I don't remember the words now exactly, but you see what I'm saying. So I answer with the words that he said to me, not something else. I'm not mentally unstable. But that guy who didn't answer the question, who's got glasses on, who's got a bandana right here used as a mask underneath, he's mentally unstable. His mental state is unstable and he cannot answer the question because his mental state is unstable. Because you see, if it was a stable state, he would have answered it, protect America. Or he would have answered it, making things worse. But no, he didn't. He flopped like a fish. What do you mean? Which was not asked in the question. He didn't ask him. One of the questions was not, what do you mean? And the other question was not, this is further than it needs to be. Those weren't the words used. Those weren't the questions asked. So, a mentally unstable person would practically answer a question like that. A mentally stable person would not. And that's just a fact of life. That's just reality. It is what it is. Not because I said so, but because it just is so.
What do you mean? Like, this is way, way beyond what it needs to be.
Something's about to break out real soon. If these people keep taunting the police officers with...
Yeah. Something's about to break out soon. Because people are about to be aggressive. Because people are about to attack. What do we say? They're about to be... people are about to hurt, damage, and kill. That's what's about to happen. Because if anybody remembers the Rodney King riots of LA in the 1990s, what happened? There was damage, people got killed, and people were hurt. Again, this is the same shit. The Watts riots in the 60s. Same shit. And also, it's funny, it's always LA. Because LA has culture from around the world. So does New York, so does London, so does Tokyo, so does Milan, so does Sao Paulo, Brazil, so does Toronto. Why LA? Los Angeles, Angels. I don't know. Hollywood's around that area. Hollywood. Bohemian Grove. I mean, I don't know. Is there some dark demonic force around that area? Just saying. Just asking. Look it up for yourself. I'll look it up for myself. I'll see if I find anything. Something is about to happen. Yeah, violence is about to happen. By everybody. That's what's about to happen. So he's right on the mark when he says something is about to happen. I'm going to continue this. I'm going to continue this. I got to get going. It's pretty, it's like, I mean, I wouldn't say it's pretty late here. Pretty late here could be 4 something in the morning, but you know, it is 3:35 a.m. And I'm going to continue this and we're going to, I'm going to get into some shit. I didn't get, see, okay, before I stop, Sigmund Freud, okay, a neurologist. Now, we come down here, when to see a neurologist, okay? Now, a lot of you are going to say, well, what does Sigmund Freud have to do with the LA shit? What does Edward Bernays have to do with what's going on in LA and the ICE immigrations and all this stuff? A lot to do with it because, you know, it's not the media. See, let me do this. CNN, Fox News, and BBC, and Al Jazeera, what's the one in, the one in Japan, what is it, NKK or whatever, and then the Chinese news, and the one in South Africa, whatever, you know, African news, and Telemundo. Damn it, I forgot what I was going to say now. Fuck, it'll come back to me. But, damn it, I'm trying to remember now what I was going to talk about. But basically, like, these news outlets, and even this YouTube reporter, you know, what we call independent journalism, here in the United States and around the world, they're just giving you the basic level shit. They're giving you, oh, well, it's Donald Trump and, you know, the ICE raids for all these, you know, for immigration, and he's getting rid of illegals, and now we got people protesting, you know, the frontline shit. This is where I'm headed. Now I remember it. But see, all that is a distraction to what's really going on, which is what all these Google pages are things to basically educate you on certain things that are going on that you do not see. You don't see that there is a psychological operation going on because they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you, hey guys, we're doing a psychological operation on your ass. It's something psychological. Something that has to do with the psyche. Which is basically what Sigmund Freud was trying to, work on. The brain. Psyche. The brain. Psychoanalysis. Psycho. Psycho. Where's that word psycho? I had it up here. Psycho. A person exhibiting severe mental instability or psychosis. Psychological. So there is a person within the psychological operation that is exhibiting severe mental instability or psychosis, and psychosis. I should say and, because mental instability. That's funny. You come here and it says, what does it say here? Let's see, mental instability. Let's see the word let's see. Damn it. I lost, I think it's aggression. It's the one where, where's, so mental instability, psychosis, let's see. Yeah, right here. A person exhibiting severe mental instability or psychosis. Slang term. The word psycho is used as a slang term to describe individuals who are perceived as mentally unstable. Perceived. Which they can be mentally unstable, whether perceived or not. Mental instability. Mentally unstable. That's funny. That's very funny. I find that very comical. Don't you? How it says mental instability and mentally unstable. Mental instability, unstable, same thing, right? Right. So like the news outlets, the media, they're just giving you just something, that is the top layer of the cake. It's the icing on the cake. But it's not what's inside the cake. They're not going to tell you that it's a psychological operation. They're not going to tell you that these people are mentally unstable. They're not going to tell you that they're doing something on the mass populations to basically, they're not telling you that they're influencing your perceptions and attitudes and behaviors. Behavior modification. They are modifying your attitude and behavior by creating a psychological operation on your mind. It's the warfare on your mind. But they're not going to tell you that. The media is not going to flat out be right in front of the the camera and tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that. But someone who works at BBC, you know, Fox, BBC, and CNN, they're not gonna tell you that. What they're going to sit there and tell you is, well, you see, Donald Trump wants to get rid of these illegal immigrants. That's what he's trying to get rid of. So he's sent ICE down there. But then we have the people protesting because, hey, these are our people. That's what they're going to tell you. But they're not going to come here and say, hey, everybody, so we are conducting a psychological operation on your ass. And, you know, we are also doing behavior modification. We are changing the behavior of you. We are also trying to we are using influencers, you know, and stuff like that to change your perception and attitude. Because we can. Simple as that. They're not going to tell you that. They are not going to fucking tell you that. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to put this right up there and tell you that that's what they are doing. And if you cannot see this, if you are retarded, well, more power to you. More retarded power to you. So, you can say whatever you want to say. But reality is reality. What they say, come down, fall from the tree, come down from the tree and get back to reality? Yeah, you should probably do that right now. It's a massive psyop. It's a massive one. And it's also a distraction on what's really going on this planet. Stuff that they don't want to even cover. That people like me have to cover. Did you know CERN created gold? Did you know that? Did you know that CERN created gold out of nothing by smashing atoms? For a split second they found gold. They made gold. It's not for them to make gold, it's for them to be gods and have that type of power. You know what I'm saying? You didn't know that because this is going on. And see, they moved from one thing to the next. They had you on the P. Diddy trials. Oh, what was before the P. Diddy trials? They had Donald Trump trials. Then they had P. Diddy trials. Then they had this same shit in Minnesota. Then they had the whole China versus America thing. Then they had what's going on in Ukraine and what's going on in Israel. But see, now they have you on this shit because they want you to forget. What does Anonymous say? We will not forget. We will not forgive. I'm just saying what they say. Word for word, line for line. We will not forget. We will not forgive. That's what Anonymous says. So, same thing applies here. I'm not going to forget all the shit that you're still doing, and I won't forgive you for it. Nice try. You can get the sheep, but you can't get the wolf. The wolf just eats you alive. The sheep, he just stands in the pasture, eats his grass, and goes, bah, bah. And sheep aren't dumb, but they're not the brightest either. But you get my point. So, literally, this is what's going on. It's a distraction, as well as a psychological operation, as well as there is a bit of propaganda in here. And what I would like to say as the Sigmund Freud effect is also taking place. This is psychoanalytics, and this is psychoanalysis. It is a therapeutic approach and a theory of the mind developed by Sigmund Freud, okay? Is a therapeutic approach. Now, psychoanalysis is a type of treatment based on the theory that our present is shaped by our past. That I can somewhat agree to that, somewhat, because there is a past that is occurring within the situation in this video. Because what is the past? What is the past? The past is racism. The past is illegal immigrants, criminality, criminals. Mexico border with Californian border. Mexico, California, Mexicali. There's a lot of stuff in the past related to all that. And Latinos. It goes back centuries. A type of treatment based on the theory that our present is shaped by our past. So the past is shaping our present. Now, here it says theory. I don't think it's a theory. That's why I said I somewhat agree with this, because I don't agree that it's a theory. I agree that this is true. It's the past is shaping our present. And it is a treatment. It's a treatment. Are you not being treated? Treatment doesn't just come in the form of you going to a doctor and him, popping some pills in your mouth. It can also be the past shaping your present and future. So, literally, there is a treatment at work. Psychoanalysis is actually happening. It focuses on exploring the unconscious mind and how it affects consciousness, conscious thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, which is what someone is analyzing and exploring the mind of these people, their consciousness, their thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Somebody behind the scenes is doing this during this situation. There is a power structure which is analyzing the thoughts of these people, their feelings, and their actions, and their behaviors. There is someone sitting somewhere or standing, and they are actually doing this. You don't believe me? You should go on the internet and really look at videos where there's one person in one room, and then there's a wall here. You can't see beyond the wall, but the other people on the other side can see beyond the wall, and they're analyzing that one person. They're analyzing their behaviors, feelings, thoughts, emotions. Humans always analyze things. It's just what we do. It's in our nature. We analyze animals. We analyze software systems, hardware systems. We are just analyzers by nature. It's in our nature to analyze. So, somebody here is analyzing the situation, analyzing everybody and all their thoughts, feelings, behaviors, and emotions. And they're writing them down, typing them up, archiving them, putting them into some type of, I don't know, file, so that then they can be like, how can I better this situation? How can I help this situation based off of the analysis I have created of their thoughts, feelings, and behaviors and emotions? Somebody is doing this. It's not me. I mean, if it's one of you watching, it's one of you watching. I have no idea. But somebody is doing this. For a purpose, of course. And maybe not for a purpose. Maybe they're just doing it for fun. And it doesn't necessarily have to be one person. It could be multiple people doing it. And maybe these people over here are doing it for a purpose. Could be evil or bad. And these people over here, this side, they're just doing it just for shits and giggles. And not for anything evil or good. And not for anything good or bad. They're just doing it just for the hell of it. But these other people, they could be doing it for something good or for something bad. And what's that something good? What's that something bad? I don't know. Let them tell you. I mean, what I think it could be? Something good is maybe, how can we stop this? How can we make this not happen again? Or something bad, maybe, how could we make this worse? How could we escalate things? How could we, instead of getting them to protest at first, how could we get them to just start shooting at first? Just come out with guns blazing, like the Wild West. You see what I'm saying? The goal is to help individuals gain insight into their unconscious conflicts and develop healthier coping mechanisms. Unconscious mind. Psychoanalysis posts that a significant portion of our psychological experiences exist outside of conscious awareness. It's to help individuals gain insight into their unconscious conflicts and develop healthier coping mechanisms. So, these people have conflicts within their unconscious. What are those conflicts? Race, gender, what political side they belong to, all that stuff. There's a lot of stuff. I could I could go on and on. But they have a lot of conflicts in their unconscious. And so someone is analyzing this to better help them with their unconscious and develop healthier coping mechanisms. Well, what if the developing healthier things is actually something bad? What if it's not healthy at all? What if it's unhealthy? To them, it might be healthy. To the person who's analyzing, it might be healthy. To the evil analyzer. But to me, it would be unhealthy. Or it could be, whatever, So, something is going on here other than what the news is telling you. CNN, Fox, BBC. Because all the news outlets because all the news outlets, they're just giving you just what they are told to give you. They're not going to give you the truth. And neither is an independent journalist. Oh, because he doesn't work for Fox, because he doesn't work for, Wall Street Journal, because he does not work for Al Jazeera or Chinese news network, not CNN, but some Chinese, news outlet. He's clean. Now, get the fuck out of here. It's like those of you who listen to Tucker Carlson, or you listen to Alex Jones, and you think, oh, they're not part of the system because they're on their own and they're giving us the truth. Nah, it's bullshit. Independent news journalists are bought and paid for by the same news outlets you see on TV, the internet, and you hear on the radio, and read in your books, newspapers, magazines, you see out in daily life. They are bought and paid for by the same people. Instead of just being in the box with them, they're outside of the box. Instead of being printed inside the box, they're printed outside of the same box that these major corporations are in. So just because I show you some YouTuber who's out there with his own microphone, his own camera, just because I show you him doesn't mean shit. Just because I show you that, oh, he's independent. And when I mean shit, like shit that you might spew out. Like, oh, he's independent. He doesn't work for anybody. He's a no-no. He's a no-go. He's not part of the system. He could be a part of the system. You don't know. You have no idea unless you know him personally, unless you work with him, unless you're him. If you're him, you know. If not, shut the fuck up. Don't assume that makes an ass out of yourself. So literally, just shut the fuck up because you don't know what you're talking about. And not because I said so, but because you just don't. And you know you don't. Consciously, subconsciously. Unconscious. What does unconscious mean? When you get hit, when you get punched and you're unconscious, that means you're knocked out. You're knocked the fuck out. Like you're dead. Conscious is you're alive. Unconscious is you're dead. So when it says gain insight into their unconscious conflicts, that means they're dead conflicts. Things that are dead. So all of these people literally, okay? They have conflicts inside of them that are dead. They're long gone. Why are they still talking about that shit? That is dead. It happened centuries ago. Why are you still talking about it, motherfuckers? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. It doesn't. So I'm going to talk more about this in the next video. Please stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, and share, and hit that bell notification. Spread it around, because I got a lot of information, not just on this video, but we're going to dive deep into a lot of things on this planet. Because quite frankly, it's just continuing. The power structure is just continuing. Nobody's doing anything about the evil power structure that still exists today. It just has a different look on it. Just the aesthetics of the power structure has changed because they were first, the power structure at first was nomadic. We're humans, we're nomadic on this planet, and we were walking around naked and, going from tree to tree, eating the berries. Then the power structure stayed the same and a different look came. Okay, we had houses, we had buildings, this was the Roman era, the Greek era, the ancient Chinese era, where we started to have civilizations. And then, basically, from there, what do we have? What we had was, okay, we started walking around. We had the early horsemen, the chariot with archers. And then from there, we had the steam age, because we passed the Middle Ages. Then we had the 1800s, which was the steam age. Okay, basically late 1700s all the way till 1900s, steam age. And then after that, we had what we called modern age. Let's say World War II, World War I and up. Vehicles, airplanes and stuff, which is what we have now. Now we have microphones, video cameras, smartphones. It just looks different. It's just a different aesthetic, just a different look. But it's all the same shit. Nothing has changed. Nothing is new. Except, like I said, the look. And just the way we communicate today is different. Back then, you had a pigeon, and you would send a letter through a pigeon, send it off to the next town. Now, what are we doing? We're on the internet with a video, a camera, and a microphone. And I don't have to send a pigeon anymore. Now you see it on screen. Right here. So literally, I'm literally gonna get more of this content out like this because it's like I said, power structure has not changed. So we're gonna get into it. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, subscribe, share, hit that bell notification. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't really care. I mean, this channel's not monetized, but if you enjoy this content, great. If you don't, great. Let me know. Let me know. I'm gonna get on out of here. And I got some stuff to do. I gotta go to bed. But oh yeah, I gotta go to bed. So I'll catch you guys in the next one, alright? Bowers the Candy Kid's gonna be signing out. Make the world a better place. Do something in your community to help out that community. Don't do this. Do not destroy your community. If there's criminals in there, get them out of there. But if someone else is coming to do the job for you because you do not want to do it, because you won't get off your lazy ass to do it, leave them alone and let them do their job. But make your community a better place. Make this world a better place. All right? Biohazard Candy Kid signing out. Peace. Oh, damn it. Whoa, what